Hello and welcome to Become the Teapot. I'm Ian.
And so am I.
This week, we're your hosts in a half shell.
Then let's go ninja, go ninja, go!
You've said before that you like an origin story and the beginning of a journey. So what are your thoughts on this particular origin story as in the film?
As in the film, yeah, okay. So, the film is absolute horse piss. It is absolute rubbish. It's just not a good film. It's
no,
not.
You're right.
Okay, I'm glad you agree with me because you have got a tendency to like absolute crap films. So what were your thoughts of this as a film?
Well, I was really putting off watching this film. I don't know why, I just did not want to watch it.
I know why.
It's terrible. It's not the most Michael Bay film ever, but he was only the producer, not the director. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, I mean, it's not directed by Michael Bay, but it might as well be because it's clear he's had his pervy little fingers all up in it. You know, it's got all of the same problems that I've got with the Transformers franchise, you know, the films. All of the problems I've got with that are present here, from the ugly character design, the terrible quote-unquote comedy, to that weirdly overt sexualization of the only female character in what is ostensibly should be a children's film. It's just weird.
A family film.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of time, I think. I mean, I didn't hate it.
I did.
I mean, maybe I did. I don't know. I think I would rather watch the Green Lantern film over this. At least that has the Reynolds charm, where this film has no charm.
Well, it's got a central protagonist, which this film didn't really have. The Turtles aren't introduced until about 25 minutes into the film, apart from that opening exposition dump animation that you get. It's then 25 minutes of April O'Neil sort of acting, again, quote unquote. And then you finally meet the Turtles, and they're all just sort of vague stereotypes rather than actual characters.
I think Megan Fox was a great choice for April. Spot on acting. I mean, perfect casting.
I cannot think of another person who could have played the role of attractive female that all the men ogle any better than that.
I know, I am joking. But I want to make that point clear that I am joking.
I was worried
And
there.
she's just so stupid as well. I mean, to jump towards the end of the film, when they're all trapped in those glass cabinet things, she needs to inject the Turtles with adrenaline.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do I do? What do I do? There's clearly a big button on there that says adrenaline injection.
Yeah.
And she's like, which one do I press? That one. The one that's flashing in front. Yeah. Poorly written, poorly acted. Just...
Well, they sort of make out that she's cleverer than everyone around her, and that's why she's the only one who's discovered this thing. But the problem is the writing is too stupid to get that point across. So it doesn't work, because you're trying to say that this character is clever, but nothing in the script indicates that she is intelligent. We're just meant to believe it because other characters say she is.
Oh, that old classic tell and don't show.
Yeah, you get it so much whenever someone says, wow, they're amazing. And you think, yeah, okay, well, you can just show that if you want. I don't need a character to point that out, because generally speaking, if they have to have that in the script, it means they're not amazing.
Someone that I did forget was in this film, and I literally was a little bit shocked, or shell-shocked.
Oh!
Was Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, that's weird.
She's in here, apparently. Completely forgot about that.
Well, I'm not surprised, because she does nothing and has no impact on the plot.
Yeah, she's just there. Oh no, she fires April.
Yeah.
That's it.
Rightly so, quite frankly.
I've got a story. Okay, what's your proof? Oh, a blurry picture and some spray-painted symbols.
Yeah.
Right,
It's when she walks into the team meeting the night after, and she says, okay, well, let's go talk. And she went, no, I think everyone wants to hear this. And then she gives a big speech in front of everyone, and then they all don't believe her. It's like, you look like an absolute muppet. Why did you do that?
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, we've touched on some of the characters there. So shall we go on to the main, well, I say main, the Turtles themselves? I'm sort of just going to rush through them because there's no real point in breaking them down because, as I say, they're just sort of vague stereotypes of their characters.
Yeah.
But you've got Leonardo, the leader, Donatello, the tech guy, you could even say he does machines. Raphael is cool but rude, and Michelangelo is a party dude.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, but that is it. That is literally all they have going, apart from they've made Michelangelo into a racial caricature for some reason.
Do you know who voiced the leader of the group? Leonardo.
Yeah, it was Johnny Knoxville, wasn't it?
Johnny Knoxville. I mean, that just says it all, really. If you want a nice, stern voice to lead your team, of course you go to the guy who created Jackass,
Yeah.
the best show on TV.
I remember reading. Actually, no, I heard it was an interview with Alan Ritchson, who's the latest, whatever he's called, John Reacher. Jack Reacher. He's the latest Jack Reacher.
Also played Hawk in Titans.
He did. And he played Raphael here. And I remember him talking in an interview about how he was basically, him and the other actors who played the Turtles were massively mistreated on set, were just left there after the shooting schedule finished and just like absolutely treated like crap, like they were just sort of stand-ins.
They were offered these roles and it was compared to Andy Serkis in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, it's going to be different, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, blah, blah. They were told they couldn't do any press for the film, but then they told the press that the actors didn't want to do the interviews. So they were telling both sides two different things.
Yeah.
They weren't invited to the premiere. And yeah, he said it was the worst production experience of his life.
Yeah. And it's a Michael Bay produced film, and it's not the first time that an actor has spoken out against Michael Bay.
Yeah.
As I say, I know he technically didn't direct it, but all of the tropes are there in the film and apparently behind the scenes as well. I mean, I seem to remember the second one being better. I can't really remember. I haven't seen it in a long time. But just by virtue of not taking itself so seriously, I think the second one was better. But this one, it's attempting to be gritty, but it fails because the core premise is outlandish. It attempts to be funny, but fails because not one line of dialogue is funny. It attempts to be fun and exciting, but fails because all the action is a muddled dirge of noise and CGI. The characters are paper thin. Their designs are unappealing. The side characters are redundant. There are no stakes, emotional or otherwise. I could go on. It is an absolute waste of time.
Yeah. I mean, I think we found a film that's terrible that I don't like.
Yeah, I'm Shredder.
Shredder? I
Hardly knew her. Hey!
We lasted almost episode without saying it.